Hey everybody, how you doing today? I got an unboxing for you. I've been really bouncing back and forth whether I'm going to get this knife or not. I'm just going to open this up while I'm talking. I've been contemplating getting this knife off and on now for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. Every time I've tried to or wanted to pull the trigger on it, I've sort of backed off or bought a different knife. Getting down around to it to where I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my collecting and sort of where I want to take my collection, I decided to get this knife here. This is the Spyderco Delica. I got it in the brown FRN handle. Just taking it out of its sleeve now. Giving it a quick look over through the viewfinder here. Feels really nice in hand, I could tell you that much. Very ergonomic. Hear a lot about super lightweight. It's actually got a good weight to it. I think it's 2.3 ounces. Just go through some quick specs before I get into this. The overall length is 1.125 inches. The blade length is 2.8 inches. The blade steel is VG10. The blade thickness is 0.093 inches or 2.5 millimeters. The cutting edge is 2.563 inches. These numbers are coming off Spyderco's website. They're pretty accurate to down to the decimal points. The cutting edge again is 2.563 inches or 65 millimeters. Closed, it's 4.25 inches or 108 millimeters. The weight is 2.3 ounces, and it's a good weight for this size knife. It definitely feels, you definitely feel it in your hand, but I guarantee you won't feel it too much in your pocket. The handle material is brown FRN with that bi-directional pattern. I've been sort of fingering this while I've been talking, and it does actually feel really good. Does give a lot of traction. I'd say more than any of the G10 I've had experience with, so that's more traction than my Mannix right there. Just getting the box out of the way. Just give you a quick size comparison with some other knives. This is the Spyderco Mannix 2 with S30V Saber Ground. Let's try to sort of line them up butt to butt here. This is my Spyderco Tenacious. Compared to the Kershaw Leak. Maybe put this one down here. I thought I'd compare it for size to a Buck 110. Very common knife. A lot of people have experience with this knife. And then just throw in my Foltz Minimalist. And since I have it on me, my K-Bar Snody Snake Charmer. So you see it there between a few different knife choices, the size of it. Really good size for EDC. See if I could get something a little bit more common in the shot. Numbers really don't tell you too much when you're looking at blades or looking at stuff online. So I try to compare that to real day objects, or I'm at least going to try to start to. So here's a Bic lighter. Most people can get the general size of most things from common objects we see every day. I wish I had more a different currency other than Canadian, I'd compare it to that because that's pretty standard throughout the world. But you see the size comparison to that. Moving on, I'm just going to take this off camera a little bit just to look at it. The fit and finish of it's really nice. There's some, see if my camera will focus here, sort of ridge lines on the back here from when the handle was formed. You could see that. But it's not like it's sloppily done, it's pretty neatly done. Checking for blade play. Now this is one of the things that I've been bouncing me around from wanting to get this knife or not. You hear a lot about there might be blade play, there is blade play, there's always going to be blade play. So let's just test this out right now. Side to side, there's nothing. Up and down, nothing. Going in circles here, feels pretty solid. No blade play whatsoever right there. And that's making me pretty happy. Considering that was one of the things that was stopping me from buying this knife. You can swing it closed, so it is fairly smooth. Check the centering. Might be a little to the pocket clip side, but it's not rubbing. Overall, first impressions of this unboxing of this, really nice. The jimping on it's a little smaller than the Mannix that I have. But it does lend a good bit of grip to it. Very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna grab a couple materials and do a little out of the box sharpness test for you. Stick around, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. I've gathered up some supplies here, and what that consists of is just a little bit of a sharpness test, I guess. So here's the standard paper test. Flies through this. This thing is razor sharp. I'm not even really having to be careful with how I'm slicing this. It's just as soon as I say that, of course it's going to screw up on me. But yeah, user error out of the way. This thing is flawlessly sharp, I'd say. Spyderco does a really great job giving you a sharp product out of the box. Just moving on to a little bit of phone book paper just to prove that point even a little further. This is just your, oh, there's two sheets there. So this is just a single sheet of telephone book paper. Has absolutely no problem there. Just try to do a slow cut here. Right near the end, maybe. No, that was a push cut there. So try another push cut. This thing's pretty damn sharp. Just let me get this out of the way here. And if that doesn't prove it enough, see if I could find a patch of hair here. And yeah, that's just cleaning my arm off of hair. So yeah, Spyderco really does a good job of providing that initial razor sharp edge to you. Just keep it maintained and it's pretty much good to go for a little long time. See how it performs through some cardboard. This is just your single layer cardboard. This is my only second experience with a full flat ground blade, and well, at least in a folding knife. I do have experience with a lot of kitchen knives, but performing through cardboard and that sort of material, just full flat ground kicks most other grinds butts. And with this sharpness, it's no problem whatsoever. Pretty sure that this will be my new EDC for quite some time. Better suited for where I work, a little bit smaller than my current EDC, being the Mannix here. And this cardboard here is usually what I use at work. I actually grabbed a bunch of this regular thickness stuff here that I cut up, so that I could actually have a standard thickness of cardboard to do these sort of tests with. Also with that, I grabbed some plastic strapping that I use at work. The camera's going out of focus there. So just cutting on some of this, because this stuff could be actually really hard to your blades. I've had a few minor dings or chips in the blades from this thicker polyester or polypropylene or whatever you want to call it, plastic. Just giving it a couple slices. No problem. Not even putting a slice into this, just putting pressure on it and it cuts through. Slicing would be even easier. Oh, yeah, it's so yeah, this is going to be a joy to use at work, I can tell you that much. But also with this sort of full flat ground blade that you get, it's good for a lot of other tasks other than your general purpose EDC. Just your full flat ground is usually what you see in a kitchen, so food prep is usually done really well by these sort of knives. So just seeing how it does cutting up an apple, like expected. The only thing right now that's stopping this knife is its blade length and the size of this apple. But yeah, as you see here, no problem. And I will be eating this apple, so just to get that out of the way. So that's the good stuff, and just see how it cuts this up. So yeah, overall, as it stands now, I'm really happy with this knife. The fit and finish on it, the sharpness, the edge grind is on. You probably won't be able to see that. It's just so fine of a tip. Another thing I'll mention is the pocket clip. It's black. It's known to get scuffed up and worn off. Once it starts wearing and showing the silver underneath, I'm probably going to take it off and polish it up to silver and put it back on. It's probably the only thing I will do to this. So now I'm going to take you guys outside and do a little bit of outdoor test with this knife. So stick around for that. So guys, I'm out here and just giving you a quick shot. If you could see that in the pocket, that's how it's going to sit in your pocket. You got about just shy of an inch sticking out. Gives it a good grip to get onto, to actually get it up out of your pocket. Just doing some miscellaneous bush tasks. I always have a pocket knife when I'm out in the woods. No matter if I have a fixed blade or not, it's always in my pocket. So I like to know that it could do a little bit of chores out here. Chores being maybe a feather stick. I'm not going to be batoning with this. Folding knives in general can't take it, or you just shouldn't. You should have a full fixed blade for that thing. But maybe just put some notches into this. Works really well. I imagine you could get some really fine feather sticks with this. Full flat ground really does want to either sort of sail through wood or actually get bound up in it. But you can see here when you're doing nice shallow cuts, it actually gets nice curls for you. One thing I am noticing though, when I am doing this, it's putting a lot of pressure on the back spring, and I could actually feel it moving around. See if I could get that on camera. I'm not being able to apply enough force to show it, but I don't think it's a concern. That's been my experience with lockbacks. If you put enough pressure, let's say up onto the edge, going this way, it'll sort of maybe depress the lockback a little bit, but not enough to disengage it, not enough to make a problem. I'm not worried about it. I just thought I'd mention it. But I really like the way it makes these fine little curls here. That'd be really good for fire starting. Maybe just moving on to a little bit of tip strength. Just maybe boring holes. Hope this is getting in frame. Maybe if I tilt it towards you a little bit. So that fine tip is working its way well down in there, and so far not a problem. So you'd be able to make a divot drill or a bow drill divot with this, no problem. Just put your little notch in there to collect the actual ember. Just using some push cuts now with the back of your thumb. It's hard to get a good push on the back of that spine just due to the blade stock. But just this little bit of minor tasks that I did, it'll be a decent enough companion out in the bush, but never make this your sole companion out in the bush. You want a fixed blade when you're out here, especially if you're going to be doing any sort of chores. I didn't use this for much, but just checking for blade play again. No side and side, no up and down. Maybe just turn you towards this tree here and do a couple stab tests. So just getting to it. Make sure I'm in frame here. Just to check the ergonomics, just to check that jimping. Spyderco jimping won't generally hurt your thumb, but just to see. And actually, and no tip problems. So for what I paid for this, you'll roughly find these anywhere from zoom out for you. You'll roughly find these anywhere for about let's say 60 to 100 $60 depending on which model. You could get a lot of different versions of this Damascus with titanium handles. You could get the sprint runs, all sorts of different colors. For this version here, you could get purple, blue, brown like you see here, black, green, and I think I'm forgetting one more. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this purchase. I paid $64 Canadian for this, shipping included, so that's a good deal. And I'll be doing some follow-up videos with this knife, letting you know how it does with what I use it for, and another testing video coming up. So stay tuned for that, guys, and as always, thanks for watching, and take care, guys.